For Wall Street Media, this is Marley. I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't get anywhere else.
And we've got exclusive stuff today, don't we?
We do. We have 2 CEO videos and some notes.
Awesome. What do you have?
We have Mark Bailey, who's the CEO of Minefinders Corporation, their ticker's MFN, discusses plans to add a mill and increases production in the company's Dolores Mine gold and silver project. He also says that they are in the first of 5 phases of their leach pad construction.
Dolores life of mine is anticipated to be $297 an ounce gold equivalent. We do most everything gold equivalent because we feel our silver and gold are about equal in value at Dolores. It is a gold-silver deposit, not one as a byproduct. If you did net out the silver at $13 an ounce, the cash cost for the gold would be $32. Obviously, at $18 an ounce, the cash cost would be negative. So Dolores is an attractive asset in any metric you use, both in production costs and operations, and will be a very robust producer. Mine life for Dolores right now is, if we don't add the mill and don't increase production, is 15 years, almost 16 years in the open pit. We do intend to add a mill and increase our production from 18,000 tons a day to probably 22 to 23,000 tons a day with the addition of a mill. That'll shorten the mine life and increase production over the life of the mine. We purchased all new equipment at Dolores, everything from the mining fleet down to our crushers and conveyors. And that's significant because we don't expect to have maintenance issues or any sort of delays with major breakdowns of our rolling stock or our processing equipment. We have a maintenance contract with Road Machinery, who's a Komatsu dealer, and they will maintain all of our equipment, providing service and maintenance, so we don't expect to have any issues there either. And that's a significant thing. As a small company, we have 90 maintenance people to take care of that equipment, and it would have been difficult for us to find 90 qualified Komatsu maintenance people and hire them in time to be on site to maintain this equipment. So we did a marked contract with Road Machinery to take care of that. This leach pad picture is ever expanding. This is our first phase, and it'll continue to expand, and eventually we'll have 5 phases of leach pad, which will hold about 99 million tons of ore. This is ready to go. We're just waiting to get the overliner, which will be some crushed material needs to be put over the pad that you see in the foreground, and we'll have to walk out our radial stacker. The radial stacker's just sitting where the picture's being taken, and it was assembled on outside of the pad, and now it has to be walked out onto the pad before we can start loading ore.
Hey, exclusive stuff from earlier today in New York.
And we have another one from the Wall Street Analyst Forum.
Okay, what do you have?
We have Eric Tornquist, who's the EVP and COO of Pacific Booker Minerals, Inc., their ticker's PBM, discusses the company's Morrison property in British Columbia, saying that a site feasibility study should be completed in the next 2 months, with proposed construction beginning in 2009 and operations starting in 2010.
The project has the advantage of existing regional infrastructure in place to service the region. A road network, nearby electrical power, full service town, Grand Isle, within daily commuting distance from the project site, approximately 45-minute commuting time, and a deep sea shipping terminal at the port of Stuart for shipment of concentrate to Asian markets. This slide shows the village of Grand Isle, which has a capacity to house about 2,500. At the present, it has a population of about 350. This is the Hagen Forest Service Road on the east side of the lake, which goes from the barge landing up to our property. Wardrop Engineering are completing a feasibility study. They have completed civil work, mechanical, piping, electrical, instrumentation, preliminary cost estimates for operating costs and capital costs, which we're reviewing at this time. Geosim Services, Inc. Completed a 43101 compliant resource estimate. Nielsen Mine Services, open pit optimization, mining equipment, scheduling, etc. SGS Canada, Inc. in Toronto completed the grinding flotation test work, circuit design and tailings characterization. Kloon Krippenberger Limited, geotechnical engineering and design for tailings and waste rock management, surface water management and infrastructure foundation design. And risk and environmental services, they're completing our environmental assessment and permitting First Nations public consultation. Now, as a result of storing some waste rock adjacent to the pit, we have to do some additional soil sampling in that area. We also require to do some more environmental work. Now that we identified the route for the transmission line, that will be completed shortly, and we have some work to complete with our First Nations. And again, we should complete the feasibility study within the next 2 months, and following that, our environmental assessment, and then apply for permits. Our ore production rate, 30,000 tons per day, a 60-year mine life at the proposed production rate. Mining will be carried out by conventional open pit methods. Proposed construction date is 2009, with start of operation in 2010.
And you can watch the whole webcast for that at wsw.com/webcast/WSAF6. I also have 3 notes for you.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one, right? Because they're all over the place, different
sectors.
sectors.
Well, the next one's the parent company.
Yeah,
we have Barry Hollingsworth, who's the CFO of the parent company. Their ticker is KIDS. Said that in the next week, the company will test the first ever Baby Universe print catalog, and that by the end of 2008, it plans on catalog circulation to grow from 150,000 to 850,000.
Do you know what? We webcast these guys a lot. I think that we do them
We've
at
talked about them
Roth
quite
as
a bit,
well.
yeah.
At the Roth conference. And you've got
another
more.
one. We have Niels Pellman, who's the VP Investor Relations of Deutsche Telekom AG. Their ticker's DT. Talked about the company's targets for 2008, including growing their mobile market abroad and their broadband retail net, specifically in Germany. Got one last one if you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
We have Kevin Lawfrey, who's the CEO of Thompson Creek Metals Company. Their ticker's TC. Talked about the Thompson Creek mine, which is expected to increase in production by 9 million pounds between 2008 and 2009, as well as the Endico mine, which the company plans to turn its 3 pits into 1 super pit and expand its capacity from 28,000 to 50,000 tons per year.
That's pretty deep. I was getting confused. You know, you're moving too quick for me, Marley, because we're talking about metals and mining at this one, right?
Baby Universe catalog.
And we've got the other metals and mining, right? No,
one super pit sounds like Wall Street media talk. We're going to take their 3 pits and make it a super pit, but that's really what they're calling it, the super pit.
Yeah, it's cool. We've got both of them, right? You can look at both of them today. If you're really interested in the metals and mining, we have a bunch at the other conference as well. Give the address for that one.
You can find this one at wsw.com/webcast/WSAF6, and you can find the Tomazos at wsw.com/webcast/VIR.
Yeah.
That's all we have for now.
Awesome. We'll be back.
We're here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us at wsmco.com. Thanks for joining us.